FinCon 2019 was awesome, and I'm here to share my top 5 takeaways. Hi friends, welcome to the Budget Bounce. I'm Jen, and we use the budget to tell our money what to do, including bouncing debt out the door. We share our ups and downs from living life on a budget and tackling a $252,000 mountain of stupid debt. If you'd like to learn more about being intentional with your money and making it work for you, then click on that subscribe button below and make sure you tap the bell so that you'll get notifications every time I post a new video. You can also find me on social media, just look for the Budget Bounce. And now for FinCon. I'm going to be sharing the top 5 things that I learned about being a content creator so that I can do and be better for you. I'm doing this video in a collaboration that's hosted by Julia from City Girl Living on a Budget. She focuses on finding balance as a 30-something woman who's trying to pay off debt and live frugally while living with depression. Be sure to check out her video and all the videos from the other channels who attended FinCon. You'll find the list below with all of the channel links. If you're here from one of the other channels, welcome. I'm really glad you made it. I attended my second FinCon from September 4th to 8th, 2019. It's a financial media conference with taglines of where money and media meet and money nerds unite. Yes. It was held in Washington, D.C. at the historic Washington Hilton Hotel in the heart of D.C. And if you're not familiar, the Washington Hilton is best known as the location of the annual White House Correspondents Association dinner. It was hilarious to see Tanya Hester call it the nerd prom. Anyhow, back to the conference. Influencers from various platforms attend to talk and learn about money, and this includes bloggers, YouTubers, podcasters, advisors, brand managers, freelancers, and journalists. Plus, there are dozens of brands in attendance to connect with the attendees so that we can share their products and services with our audiences in the personal finance community. My experience this year was much different than my first time, which I didn't do a recap for last year, but I want to make sure that I capture my thoughts this year for others who might attend in the future. Number 1, your sound quality needs to be on point. Let me start by saying that this is not the first time I've heard this, but this time it really resonated with me, and if you've been around for a while, you know that I have room for improvement in this area. So here's the deal. If your audience can't understand you, they'll move on to the next video that YouTube suggests to them, and they may not come back. So get that figured out as soon as you can. It's definitely on my to-do list. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money to improve the sound quality over what you already have on your devices like your phone, your camera, your computer, whatever you're recording with. Anything's better than the built-in mics that they have in there. Now, I do have a new mic that I've been using with my budget videos, and those are the ones where I'm recording my screen, and that has made a huge difference. I have a lavalier mic that I haven't figured out how to use yet, but I'm going to be doing that soon, so hopefully that'll help with these videos as well. All right, number 2, you need to solve a problem for your audience. So people are out here on the interwebs looking for answers to problems that they're facing today. If you can provide guidance or a solution that's going to help them overcome the problem that they have today, then they're going to come back again and again. And if you're making evergreen content that is relevant and sustainable, you're going to be able to help others solve problems for a long time to come. Number 3, Instagram is a great place to get your content out there to another audience. You'll have a lot of the same followers on Instagram that you have on YouTube, but you have another whole segment out there that doesn't watch YouTube videos. And you can get your message out to your community when you're not here on camera, or if you're a podcaster or writing blogs, whatever, in between those posts, you can connect with them. So it's also a way to connect with others, both inside and outside of your community in their day-to-day. And in case you haven't heard, there is an amazing personal finance community out there called the #DebtFree community. That community is so welcoming and helpful. If you haven't found it yet, you need to go Google it right now. Whether you're out there to find inspiration to tackle your finances, or you're there because you want to help others tackle their own financial goals, or maybe it's a bit of both like it is for me, it's an amazing place to learn from and grow with your community. By the way, there are 700,000 posts in the debt-free community. on Instagram alone. Now, for those of you who have the FinCon Virtual Pass, I highly recommend that you watch Allison Baggerly's session on Instagram growth. It was one of the ones that I actually attended, and it was remarkable. Number 4, create your own path. The biggest thing standing in your way is you. There is nothing that says that you have to follow what everyone else thinks you should do in your life, in your finances, in your business, whatever it might be. And you get to decide what's best for you. And the reason why this is one of my top takeaways isn't because it was a new concept to me, but because being around so many other content creators who are trying to meet their financial goals or build their business or whatever they were working toward, there were just a few conversations about this topic. So I see it on Instagram and I watch it on YouTube all the time. People are talking about it and posting about it. But actually having conversations with real people about this made it really sink in for me. Number 5, to grow, you have to step out and away from what you know and get uncomfortable. Now this goes back to the previous point. The biggest thing standing in your way is you. You have to be willing to do things that are different or new and much less comfortable than what you're doing today. That's the space in which you're going to grow the most. For me, writing is my uncomfortable place. So I have obtained my first writing gig and we'll see how it goes. So those are my top 5 takeaways from FinCon. I know that I'm not the only one who walked away with some mind-blowing information and ideas. The FinCon hangover is for real, and it takes several days actually to bounce back from it. But the time, money, and exhaustion are so worth it because it's the only time that we get to come together to learn from one another, and talking to other like-minded people and talking about money all day long, which is, we kind of like doing that, right? So before I go, I want you to know that if you're a new creator and you're considering attending FinCon next year, which happens to be in Long Beach, California, they and other organizations in the personal finance space have given scholarships away in the past. So last year, I was awarded one of 50 scholarships from FinCon that paid for my pass to attend. And this year, they gave away 35 of them. And Marissa over at The Budgeting Wife, she received a full scholarship from another organization that I cannot recall right now. And that included her pass, her conference pass, her airfare, and her hotel expenses. So there are tons of opportunities to reduce the cost for your first time. I welcome any questions that you have about the FinCon experience. Just leave them in the comments below, or you can email me or DM me on Instagram if you prefer. And don't forget to check out the other videos from all the channels who participated in the collab. The links are, again, down in the description box below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. I would love it if you'd consider subscribing if you haven't already. Just click on that subscribe button and then tap the bell so you'll get those notifications. And thanks so much for being here. That's all I've got for you today. Until next time.